This is my favorite photo of my papa. He's standing with my brother and my nephew, who was his first great-grandchild. On my wedding day, it was taken. I love that photo. I love the intergenerational family photos. But sometimes I feel like there's a gap between the young and the old. Like, I know there's an age difference, obviously, like years, and I know that life was different back then, before Central Air, and life is so different now with Facebook and stuff. But sometimes I feel like this gap between the young and the old is bigger than years, as if the age gap keeps us from seeing each other clearly and lovingly. Which is sad, because that connection over generations is important, and we miss out on something divine when we lose that connection, that blessing. We're talking about signs of our Savior for a few weeks at worship here at First Baptist Gastonia. And on Christmas Eve, we talked about the sign of a swaddled baby. It's a pretty popular sign. And what it means that God shows up fragile and wrapped up in a simple act of love and service. This Sunday at First Baptist at 11 a.m., the sign we're going to talk about points to our Savior is when two elders in the temple, two old people at church, Simeon and Anna are their names, bless the young Jesus. I love this story because when the older generation sees God at work in the younger generation, calls them out, blesses them, and tells them and their parents and all in town who will hear that God will do great things in the life of this little child. There will be good days and bad days, but God is alive in this child. When elders in the community do that, it's a sign that points to our Savior. A sign that God is still at work in the world and in us, not just showing up in one generation, but a Savior bridging the gap between all generations with the love and blessing of God. So know that you are blessed, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Thanks.